Let's wire wrap around cabochon. You are going to need 20 gauge wire, 26 gauge wire, chain nose pliers, round nose pliers, flush cutters, a ruler and a sharpie. You will need to cut one 12-inch length of your 20 gauge wire, this is your frame wire, one 12-inch length of 26 gauge wire, two 6-inch lengths of your 26 gauge wire, and one 4-inch length of your 26 gauge wire. Your thinner 26 gauge wire is going to be your weaving wire. Now take your 20 gauge wire and find the center of your wire and wrap that around your stone. You're going to want to cross over the top of the stone but leave about 1 centimeter above the stone. At the crossover point, you're going to use your chain nose pliers to bend that wire 90 degrees up on both sides. Now taking your 12-inch length of weaving wire, you're going to place your wire behind your bend, and then you're going to wrap really tightly 3 times and check that it is nice and tight. Now continue wrapping and weaving that weaving wire all the way around until you are almost at the end. Make sure that the end is really tightly wrapped around. Now you can cut off any extra weaving wire at the back. Now take your chain nose pliers and push in those ends to make sure they are nice and closed and flat. Now use the chain nose pliers to squeeze all the way up that length of weaving wire to flatten it. Hold the center of the weaving wire tight in your round nose pliers and bend downwards to make the bail. At the back where the weave ends, hold tightly at the end of the weave and push back slightly. Push the front and the back of the bail together where the weave ends meet. You should have a structure like this. Now pull apart those ends and curve them slightly so they bend and cross near the center of that pendant shape. Try to make them even if you can. Now take your round nose pliers, grip the wire at the meeting point and bend inwards to create a sharp curve. Repeat this on the other side as well. Now take one of your 6-inch lengths of weaving wire and close to the meeting point, weave onto the structure 3 times, then twice around the structure and the bend so that the two are connected, and leave the tail. Repeat this with the other side. Now I had a bit of a filming faux pas with the next bit, but the ends of the 2 wires that cross over above the bottom of the pendant, you want to make sure that they cross over about 1/2 centimeter from the bottom, and then use your chain nose pliers at that bend to create a 90-degree angle pointing down. Now at this cross point, you're going to take your 4-inch length of weaving wire and wrap 5 times around this meeting point, and then cut the ends and tuck them in again. Now take those 2 tail parts that are left and push them up and over the front of the stone. Now you're going to want to curve each one around so that the wire comes to just below where your side weaves are. Then you are going to bend both ends into a loop with your round nose pliers. You will take your remaining weaving wire that's sticking out to the side there and wrap it 3 times around the bend and the structure below that original weave, and then 3 additional weaves on the structure only. Then you can cut it and repeat to the other side. One other step that seems to have not recorded is to then take the front wire and roll it slightly to secure the stone in the middle. This pressure helps to keep your stone in place. Please subscribe for more tutorials.